So I've taken the swinging arm off of the CB500, and the idea is I'm going to extend it by 2 inches, give it a longer wheelbase, which I think it will make it look better, and make it handle better on the road, and because it's a little bit of fun. So I've got the original swinging arm here, which I've taken off the bike here. Then I bought a spare swinging arm, and I'm going to chop the two up and get them welded to make one. So basically, these are the end sections that I need off my existing swinging arm. So they're going to be cut at 250mm. Then I'm going to get the other swinging arm and cut here at 200mm. So the new sections will be welded on, giving it a longer wheelbase. So the wheelbase will end up being the same as the Africa Twin, 62 inches, and the same as the T7, 62 inches. So it's not going to handle bad. Yeah, so let's give it a go. So the first cut is started, and we'll finish that off and then have a go at the other end. So there it's in line, and this one's going to be cut to be there. Well, the swinging arm has now been extended. So here we can see it was cut, new lengths added in, or from the other swinging arm, a longer section. Then I used the same old swinging arm, cut it up, made it into brackets, so it's been welded back and top, front and bottom, and they're both on the same sides. The boss has been moved down as well to take account for the change in position of the chain guard, so from here to here. And this is the bracket for the chain guide, so that also had to be moved as well. Well, the arm was reasonably straight, but not 100%. So this is the latest bodge to try and move it by about 4mm. Not really getting the heat in, but with a good hammer, we're hopeful. Well, we got them to move. A bit of heat, a big sledgehammer, and we are now straight. 2mm, 3mm, that's all it was. And it's good. So it's ready to be painted again and then represented. So we're just giving a little bit of etch prime. It's had one coat. I'm warming it up with the heater now because it's very cold, and we'll just get it up to a bit of temperature, and then we'll a few coats of prime. Then we'll give it, I think this is actually not paint, but what they call electrophoretic paint. So it's put on with a charge, but it's not a powder coat, it's a wet process. But I'm just going to rattle can it, and I'm going to do a satin, and it'll just blend in. By the time it's just covered in grease and muck, you won't really see it. Well, the swinging arm has been extended, and now we've presented it up to the frame. I'm going to grease up all the bolting, connect this back up. That's on. It's been coated, Jeff canned. Looks okay. So yeah, it's 50mm longer. It's looking right. It's free. It moves. So the next thing to do then is to work on this tail tidy, and we're going to remove that, put the new one on, and that should cut this off here and throw it backwards, which is what we need to do. Next stage. So we'll see how that tail tidy looks once removed. This gives us a good position of what it looks like now. So basically it's all this off. So the back end is all off and quite straightforward really, and I believe that what we've got to do is cut this here, and yeah, it's all quite tidy under here actually, a bit dusty but it's okay. But I'm super impressed with the R&G Racing kit. So this is the old unit, stripping that apart. It's quite a chunky piece, and in the kit you get this moulding. Well, it's not a moulding, it's I presume it's printed, but it's a bit flimsy compared to the original plastic, but I still think it's particularly good. And putting the two pieces together, you can see how much we've got and how much we're going to get. So I'm just transferring over now the indicators and then the light, and then we assemble their components. So keep going. So we're back on and we're just about finished. And I have to say, the kit from R&G, it's the best bit of kit I've bought for years. It's comprehensive, it fits, and I'm super impressed. Get the number plate up onto there, and yeah, it's the only thing that's now I can see as an issue is the indicators. It could be in the way with my luggage, so I'll need to get some short ones. We can do that. Well, it's finished. So the swinging arm, as I said, stretched. So there's the brace onto there. So it's moved this back by approximately 2 inches. I do a bit of work around here, but I think it looks good. It don't look a great deal different, but I like it. And then it's got this new tail tidy, which is so much smaller than the last one. Needs a little bit of fettling just to pull it out a bit. We can get on that. Probably going to change these indicators, but yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. You wouldn't even notice. And where you see the difference is here. I couldn't get a finger between the tyre and the swinging arm before. Now I can get 4. That goes straight through. That is great. Put this bit of rubber on here to stop all the crap hitting the shock. And put these holes in here. These will be for the luggage when that's on there. And then this hole, as long as the chain is resting here, that hole then is the approximately 50mm chain flex. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, and I went mad on the lightening of the bash plate, but I think the holes look good. It's very Africa Twin-esque. It's like Swiss cheese.